Hi everybody, Scotty back. What we're going to do today is change the brakes on my wife Grace's BMW. The pad warning lights come on and they're getting quite low, so we're going to have a look at that. So yeah, well, let's go and have a look. As you can see, it's a Series 1. I'm going to start with the front brakes. We will look through here. If we can see, the pads there, there's not a lot of left meat on there. So what we'll do is take them off and then we'll show you just how much meat's on the new ones. As you can see, this is the pad part and it's quite a bit. So what I do now is we'll whip the wheels off and go from there. So the wheels off. They're a bit worse than I expected actually, because let's focus this in the air, look, it's nearly on metal to metal. So it's a lot worse than I thought. The outside one, they've still got a bit of thing on. Now then, before you change it, always take the master cylinder lid off, which is under here. There's 3 like bolts here, 10mm, but they're not actually bolts, you twist them, which I've already done, and then this panel comes off. You have to remove the rubber lining, which is easier said than done. And there you go. So as I said, it's 10mm. They're not actual bolts. They're like little simple things. So I'll show you. That turns. You see, by turning the nut on the other side, and knocks the panel underneath here. So I always take this off, because on the top of here, well, this one doesn't show you one, but some of them have breathers. And what happens is when you squeeze all the fluid, it all comes out everywhere. Now, I will take this out if I can, just to show you. I can't, but the breakdown fluid is low. Now this will go up. I'm going to put that on there loose. This will go up as I push the pistons back out. So, as I said, these are worse than I thought, a lot worse than I thought, because I've been looking in through the wheel thinking, oh, it ain't too bad. I did say to Grace I might have to do them today. I was in 2 minds, and I thought, well, no, I will, because it's winter's coming, it's getting cold out here, but I've got to do it. So I've taken blanking plug off the back of here, and there's also one which I can't find. So I'm going to have to turn the stern a bit more, I think, to get under there. Right, as far around as it'll go. So I'm pretty lucky with the discs. The discs are not scored. They are generally warm, but they're not bad at all. So we can save them this time. I will be putting new ones on eventually. Now the pad's in place. Look, the inside ones I said that clips into like the piston. So it's difficult to do it with one hand. In fact, I don't think I can do it with one handed. Hang on. Yep, and that just sits in there. Don't force it. There's no need. And there's the other pad in place. There. Now I'll just show you quickly. I'll just grab this pad. Oh, look, my coffee. Bryce just brought me a coffee out. Most important thing of the day. Now, there's one pad, as you can see, and there's the other pad. And if I put that one in there, look how close that is to the metal. From there to there, look, to that one. And that's the back plate, and that's what I call the back plate there. There's quite a lot of difference. So we're lucky we're doing these today. So all you do then is just put them back on reverse to what they were. I'm gonna see if I can attempt to do this with one hand, which I don't know. Yes, it went in. So make sure you haven't twisted your brake pipe. Brake pipes look good on this, mind you. I do try to keep it together as much as I can. I have let the brakes go a little bit longer than I should have done. So yeah, bolts back in there. and then your spring clip. I don't think I'm going to get a spring clip on one-handed. We'll just have a look. As I said, they go in there, and then that one goes into there. That has to go around the back of there. So I'm going to have to do this. That goes in there, and that one goes around the back. And I'll show you in a second. As I said, don't force nothing on brakes. That's your cap again. Don't forget, tighten up the bolts dead tight, top and bottom. Put your caps back in, as I'm going to show you. Well, I wasn't going to show you. Alright, that's gone in, like that, as you heard it clicking, so it's in and in. Brake pads are in. As you can see, new brake pads, nice and thick there, look. And the clips in. Now, when you've done that, we'll have a look in the master cylinder. No sign of fluid yet. So if this doesn't work, we're going to have to get some fluid. Mind the jack handle on Grace's door, because she might not be happy if I scratch it. And then just make sure you pump up the brake pedal before you do any driving. And that's gone rock hard. Rock hard. So that's fine. So that's the driver's side done. The 5 stud BMW wheels, these have 5 studs, locking that. So yeah, that's the front one. So I'm going to put this back together this side. Obviously you don't need to know how the wheel goes back on. Then we'll go to the back and have a look at the back. So that wasn't a bad little job, and it didn't take too long. Looks like it took about, I don't know, 20 minutes if that. We'll have a look in a minute. So anyway, that's that one. So we'll go from there, and I'll speak to you in a minute. Right, as for the back brakes, I've done this side already. You can see the thickness of the pad there. I do believe that it's the... let me just get a screwdriver, I'm going to show you a little bit better. There's a little bit of metal, and then there's your brake pad. Now, the rear ones, I'll show you on this one, weren't quite so bad. I mean, they are worn, and I will show you on the other side, but I've just done this one quick. This one only has one brake sensor on this side. That comes in a box. So the brake sensor comes in the box, brand new one. I fitted it to the pad, which is down here. So she's in the pad already. Comes up, and what I do, I leave the old cable in place. This is the, hang on, let's try and focus it in. There it is. That's the piece that goes onto the brake pad. That little lump goes towards the brake pad. No, to the disc, I should say. And then when that wears, it goes, the electric cable then touches the disc, which shortens out to the pad, goes at the cables and tells the lights to come on. So the back ones weren't worn, and that wasn't the reason. Now, I'll leave the old one in place, as I say, because you come up here, it goes in, if we can see. There's one clip there it goes into. There's a clip there, and there's one behind there. And then up here, you take a 10mm bolt out of here and pull this back gently. And just in here, let's try and focus this in. There's 2 clips, one there and one there. I will open it up if I can. Oh dear, can't see now. And you unclip them outwards, and that opens up, and there's your cable. That sits in there, look. There you go, you can see it now, brand new cable, look. Just hold them with them 2 clips, so then all you do is push it back over. Make sure it's clipped back in. There you go, she's on there. And then this goes back onto there. You put your 10mm nut back on, which is a little plastic nut, and that goes on there. Ooh, and I dropped it, I have to go and pick that up. And then you tighten it, and then what you can do is pull the old one back out. So, as I said, there's your cable, there's one end, and there's the other end. So this cable could have used again, but I never use them again. They give you new ones, and you should use them. Now, I always, as I said, went around. Let's have a look here. There's actually a clip here for the cable, which hasn't been put, wasn't in there. So we'll see if we can put it in there. I think that clip's been broken. Yeah, it has. Okay. Right, so anyway, that's it. That's this side done. Don't forget the pump the pedal, bring it back up hard again, put the wheel on, and then we'll go around and do the other side. So I'll speak to you in a minute. So here we go, we're going on the other side now. And as you can see again, they're blimmin' worn. We'll have a look when we get them off. And this is the warning wire for the brakes. That runs up there. And much the same as the back. It connects in the box under there. You can just see the square box now, it's focused. The cable comes down, round and in. So we'll take these off and then we'll show you how bad they are. So there's your brake pad. Again, you can see the linings are very thin. We'll hold this one up against this and you can see the fatness difference. So definitely well worn. Again, the disc is fine, so we'll get rid of that. As I say, the cable runs up that side there, so we'll leave that until we're ready and then we'll change it. This piece of the cable, you see where that lump was I showed you on the other one, it's actually worn away there. Don't think you can see it, trying to show you but you can't really. Oh yes you can. You can see the metal showing, and that's obviously what runs on the disc, makes the live connection, puts the lights on and warning stuff. So there's your new one in there. So we'll take this out. So this is the pad that goes into the piston. As I told you earlier, it's got clips on. There's the little cutout, as you can see. So what we do, and I'll try and do this so I can show you, is, hang on, the camera's moved, let's try again, a bit awkward actually, right, so you get the cable, there's the end, hang on, right, there we are, and then you can see the lump on this side, okay, goes towards the disc. So I don't know if I'm able to do this, but we'll try. So that slides into there. Right, now it's got to go a bit more, so I've got to push it in, but that's how it fits. I'm sorry, they're too high, so it goes into there. Right, give me a second. Right, so there it is there. That fits in there. And that's all you do. So this is all going back in. Don't forget that the cable must fit through there. Okay, so it comes through there. So it's through that little hole there. Because otherwise, what you're going to do is you're going to put it between the disc and the caliper, and that. And so that fits into the clips, like into the fixing piece, which is up there, as you can see. So down there, and that's your pad. And then all you do then is push the other one up into place. So that goes into there like that, and it should fit quite easy. And then your bolts, obviously, same as the other side, are in there. And you put your blanket plugs on after, and you sprung into there. So I'll show you that in a moment. Just follow it around. It went into here. There's like a dust cap for the brake bleed nipple. Just a water crap going on. So you put all that on there. On here, there's one there and one there. Now these go into. Actually, look at the phone light on if I can. Let's have that light, yeah, I'm talking about, but I think if I So there's one in there and one there. So one there, one there. Okay. I don't know if I can fit this lamp up so we can have a little look. There we go. Now, we can pull this one out of here, which is easier said than done. Right, keys don't want to come out of there. We're just going to have to. Just give me a second. Okay, you're going to have to give me a second to get that out there. Right, so that comes out of there, and then, as I said, on the cable, get the old one out of the way. As I said, if you follow them through, you can't go wrong, really. So, but then get a new piece, and it goes into there. Okay. So if I've gone underneath instead of in it. I tell you what, it's not easy to do one. I must get my little tripod. I must get a little tripod for this. Right, and that fits into there, look. And then just up here, what will I see what I can? And then the other one goes into there. Just pull that out there. So like I say, you just follow it up. You can see there's one in there, like I said. So let's see what I think goes there. There's one in there. Goes up into there, so there's one up there. Just there, like this one here is the one I did, the right hand one, the black one. And then, like the back, it fits. Let's try and do it over this way. Hang on, let's do it this way. Fits into a little box that clips in, and then you shut the cover on. Which is, you can see the cover there. If I can move my finger, I will. Yeah, look, the clip on. It's a bit caught up at the moment. Bit of shadow. And then that go over the top of there. Right, and then that goes onto there and clips on the corner. Like that. And then that's all on there. All covered up nicely. Let's make sure, double check. Yeah. So there, and you have one there, as I said. Follow the cable down, there's one there. And then there's one down there. And then all you do is make sure it's all back together properly. Put your clips on there, pads are in, and there's the old cable there, which we don't want no more. And you saw me do the back ones the other side, so I don't need to show you. The only thing I will say is on the back, sometimes the brake pads operate the handbrake, and on some cars they don't. On the BMW Series 1, they don't. They're separate shoes inside the actual disc. So on the back of the disc on the back, the disc like this, it's got a big piece like this one has. This one's got big anyway, but then what it is the actual brake shoes are inside, which operate the handbrake. So yeah, always make sure they're free. I mean, we've got to pump the pedal now. Well, actually, we'll have a look inside the master cylinder. And just see if we've got to top it up or not. Now, look, there's the fluid. Now, we're going to have a look on the side. She's just below, there's maximum there. She's just below the maximum, so she does want a little bit, so I have to get some out of the garage. But you see what I mean, we looked in there earlier and it was empty, and now you've got the fluid coming back up because it goes down as the pads were out. We've got to do the back ones yet, so it still might come up a bit more. So yeah, so that's it really. So I'm going to do the other side. As I said, the backs are much the same. So I'll speak to you in a minute. So yeah, much the same. The clip, as I showed you on the front, fits in there. So that's much the same. On the back of here. We've got these where the Allen keys are. You've got the banker plugs. I'll show you the other side. The other side had the brake warning wire, which this side doesn't. And then on the front here side, as I showed you, the wire in there. So one on one side, one on the other. Why, I don't know. Now what I said earlier was, this is the fat part. So in here, where this little recess is the brake shoes. So they run inside the drum. Now down here, this cable here is the handbrake cable. So that runs in the back and that operates that. So that's separate. On some, like the Joker, my Mondeo, they actually run off the caliper. So you have the handbrake lever on here. When I say the Joker, that's my little girl there. She's not very well, but anyway, that's another subject. As I said, I normally talk about Joker, but I've been off this for a while because of I changed my shifts, so I'm starting really early in the mornings, and I just haven't felt like it with the weather and the bad back, etc. I know that Simba's just been around having a quick look to see what's going on. Simba, you're not watching them birds, are you? But yeah, that's one of them. Anyway, so yeah, so much the same. Brake pads are in there. Not as worn down as the front ones, because obviously the front ones do a lot more work than the back ones. But yeah, so that's the situation. So we'll get these off and then we'll show you how the pads are compared to the new ones. In fact, we'll have a look at the other side rear ones, see what they're like. But that is what it's all about, doing this. As I said, we're going to take the caliper off. In case I don't show you before I put the caliper back on, take the caliper off. Don't strain this brake pipe too much, and when you put them on, always make sure they're not twisted. When I used to be an MOT testing mechanic, because I'm now a drive lorries, but when I was a mechanic, I used to have them in cars come in very often with brake pipes twisted. Mind you, they used to be a lot longer than this, but yeah. And as I said, take your time with brakes. I normally put on these sliders, and on the back this side, when I say back, this side of the brake pipe's a little bit of copper slip, only a little bit. But these do have anti-rattle pieces on them anyway. I'll show you on the old one because I haven't got the new ones out yet, but this here, that's sat on this side, is the actual anti-rattle. Supposedly stops it rattling, squealing. So yeah, as I said, the pads are getting pretty, had it really. So that's that. We'll come back in a minute. So yeah, that's what we compare. That's the front ones. As I say, warm. Same there. So yeah, I mean, they're all worn evenly. These calipers are working, pretty well. Although I did check them to see if they were anything like this. It's not. The back ones didn't need so much. I mean, but we might as well change all four. So yeah, it's a little bit more paint on them, but so that's it really. I'm going to put the wheel on, and then it's going to be road test. Again, the disc's not bad, so we'll do for now. So we're going to put the wheel on, and then we're going to see about road test. And the other thing we've got to do is have a look at if the light goes out. I'll show you the light in a minute if it's still on, and then we'll see what the situation is. Okay, so as I said earlier, the clips fit under these here, and that is the cover, and it goes over the battery terminal and the master cylinder. So this tucks in just underneath that. Bear in mind I'm doing this one-handed, so that tucks under there all the way along, like that, and then comes under this piece. There, and then that goes onto there. That's it, like that. Right. That hasn't gone down in the proper place, has it? Right. That seems to go. There you go. Then what you do, if I can find a ratchet, what do I do with that? Well, it's in my back pocket. And then all you do gently is turn them. Obviously that's the wrong way, but it looks. Okay, so it hasn't sat up in place where it's supposed to go. For some reason. Oh, I see. It's not going up and under the clip, look. There it goes. That should be better. Let's try again. Yeah, that's what it was. And then that one there. Obviously it's gone around too far. So bring that back. Just double checking. Make sure we've got that right. And that's that sat in there. Oh, solid. So that's the brakes done. It's on the floor. So I'm just going to put the tools away in that and then we're going to road test. Right, as I said, there's the warning lights that come on. Brake system, drive moderately. Braking system, continue journey at moderate speed. Right, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to find out how to put them lights out. Hopefully it's something simple. Otherwise we're going to have to get it put on a computer. Now, when you've done this, for, I'm not sure, 500 miles, whatever, don't go out there madly driving and braking like an idiot. I say an idiot. Don't go out there braking too heavily. Give them time to bed in, because the brakes have to bed in. So give it time. Right, let's go and try it and I'll let you know how we're getting on. Okay, conclusion. I've done the brakes, been on road test, sorry I'm out of this thing. Done the road test, all's fine. As I said, the light, we're going to do it again. The light's going to be on because, let's have a look. As you see, the light's on, still the same warning. So we've got to find out how to turn it off. Whether it's a computer or not, I don't know. But, you know, there you go. Give me a second, I'll speak to you again in a moment. Okay, we're going to go through the settings to see. Oh, stopped, but we're going to go through the settings to see what happens. Apparently press this end button on a stalk, and then you get up to the time. I can't show you very well because obviously I can't get over there. And then you press the left hand button.
It's not worked.
Okay, so
stop filming, I'll look at another video.
Go to them, just to show. So what you do is you press this left hand button in here. Grace, my wife's going to do it because, you know, obviously being in a car. Right, so what you do is you press that and you hold it in, and then your speedo will change into, I'm hoping that's clear enough, which is the green one at the moment. Carry on to what you've got to do. And then the service, etc., right? And then show how to do the reset. And then if it needed resetting, which we've already done it, because we just having a look and it done it automatically, you hold it, the thing in, and then it says perform reset, and then you hold the button in, and then it goes here, I'll reset in progress, and that actually clears everything. So all your lights go off. So as I showed you earlier, the light comes on. So we're going to turn the ignition right off, and then Grace will turn it on, and as you saw earlier, all the lights came on, and this isn't going to happen now, touch wood. So there we go, it tells you service and all that stuff as normal, no beeping, no nothing. Normal screen up here. If you remember, I showed you and it said drive gently, etc. So that's how you reset it. So that's fantastic. On the some of the bigger BMWs, I did some brakes on one of those not so long back, and it actually said you had to put it on the computer. At least we don't have to do that with this one. So okay, we're going to go on a road test and we're going to see what happens. I'll speak to you. Okay, so we're going on the road test. As you know, I already road tested it, but obviously I call it a customer, but as it is, it's the wife. No, but the wife needs to check it, so Grace is going to just have a quick road test and see how she feels, because she knows the car and she drives it every day. As I say, everything's off. The only thing you might have noticed is the engine light's on. Apparently, it's saying that the cat, the exhaust, wants replacing, they're telling us. You know, it's driving all normal otherwise, and at they're talking £7,000 to £1,000 because it really needs a whole exhaust system and that put on, which can wait. I will do it eventually. There's Grace on a serious mood, as you can see. So
I'm not serious, I'm
she's in a serious mood trying to drive a car with me sat here taking the piss. So yeah, so that's it really. I said that word, shall I? I must cut that out. I did swear, I will be cutting that out. So yeah. So she's going to go and have a quick road test and we're going to go and see how it goes. So it's all fine. As I said, the engine... Come on. They want to give way line.
Yeah, but it was that lay-by, that's what confused me.
Yeah. Sorry, we're just talking about, we come up to like a lay-by and there's no giveaway line, and on the other side there is a giveaway line. So it's a bit difficult sometimes because you see people coming belting up there and the lady wasn't intending to stop, to be honest. But there you go, that's such is life. But yeah, you can see I'm just holding this up while I'm talking to you because we're going along. So yeah, there you go. So that was quite simple. I suppose an hour's work, possibly, and all come up. And as you saw, and like I said, I'm going to turn this around because you can't see it. Well, you can see it. I'm going to turn it around a minute. As I said to you earlier, the brake fluid you couldn't see. When I pushed the pads back in, it went up. It's a fraction below the maximum, so it's fine. I will be putting some in the next couple of days just to top it up back onto the maximum. I mean, obviously, if it went down or whatever, we've got a problem, but we know we haven't. We also know the reason it went down, as I said to you earlier, is as the brake pad linings or brake shoes, whatever car you got, as they wear, the pistons push out to push the pads out, and so the fluid goes down. I know a lot of you know that, and it's but you know that's what happens. So anyway, yeah, no joker today. I haven't been around a while, as I said earlier. You know, with one thing and another, early shifts now, the weather not being particularly good. I am naughty because I should have done the brakes earlier, although I've caught them right, so you know, should have done it when the light came on, but I've been so busy, and I've been checking them every week. And I said to Grace this morning, and she said, what about the brakes? I did have a look and said they're getting a bit lower. I had the brake pads, that's the stupid thing about it, but it's just fitting it in. You know, life is so fast these days. But yeah, it's all done, all up and running. Sounds nice, all looking good. Brake lights are out, all fantastic. Sorry about my black face, but you know, this is what happens sometimes. So I'm gonna get back home, have a shower, relax, and there you go. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and like. Any questions that I can help you with, you know, do ask. And speak to you again soon. Bye. Bye.
Bye.